I'd like you to pretend that I'm your business coach for the next 15 minutes or so. And we're going to talk about 5 ways to reconnect in 2022. And we're not going to do it in the order that you would normally do the 5 W's. Okay, so now we know our why, we know what we're selling, we know who we're trying to sell to, and we know where we're going to spend time. So when are we going to do all of this? When are we going to build our network? When are we going to do social media marketing? When are we going to, do our planning? When are we going to review our goals? When are we going to reach out to our champions? It's really important to schedule those crucial business development pieces into our week. There's no one size fits all. So you may try Monday mornings for business development and realize that it's a terrible time because you're putting out fires. You may decide that Friday afternoons is a perfect time to do some social media marketing. That's when I create all my content. It's quiet, nobody's looking for me, they're all figuring out the end of their week. And so I find that I block out on my calendar Friday afternoons for content development, and then I don't have to even think about it for the rest of the week. Now, business development is one of the most important things in our business, but it is often the first to go when we get busy with all of our client work. But if we don't do business development, all that client work we love is eventually going to go away because we have to be bringing in business in order to have the opportunity to serve people and to do the work that we love. So I will often have my clients actually block out specific time each week in their calendar that is a standing appointment with themselves to do business development. And that is an unmovable appointment that doesn't get booked over by something else. Because like I said, that's the first to go when we get busy. And it's the easiest thing to put off because it's always a little bit overwhelming. It never feels super fun. And so it's the first thing that we will forget about or say, I'll do that next week. So when putting these things into your calendar is step 1. But step 2 is looking to see, are you doing too many things? Are there things on your list that shouldn't be on your list? When people say they don't have time to do business development, they didn't get to it, they forgot, or they didn't have time to prospect, they didn't have time to reach out to those champions, I often will say, well, what's taking up all your time? Like if your job is to build business, that's one of your primary functions, and it's your job to do that and bring in new clients. What are you doing that's taking away all the time from that really important task? And so I encourage people to look at all the things on their list and see what they can eliminate, automate, or delegate. So eliminate simply means look at all the things on your list and figure out what doesn't even ever have to be done. Like for example, creating that new cover page for your next presentation to look prettier than the last. Well, did the last presentation cover page do its job? Did it cover the presentation? If so, probably it's fine, or cleaning up the top of your desk, or filing those papers you haven't looked at in 5 years. There's so many things that really don't have to be done by anyone ever. So that's the first step, is you can eliminate things. Second, automate. There are a lot of apps out there that can organize the heck out of your business. And so look at all the different things that you can automate in your life. Is it reminders that should come up every week? Is it auto-filing emails that, like I'm on a bunch of email lists, newsletter lists that I appreciate getting, but I don't need them cluttering up my day and distracting me. I have them automatically filed into a morning reading file in my email. So I can just look at them when I'm, having my coffee in the morning. Automating things. There's lots of technology that you can use either within your organization already or things that are easy to find that can automate some of the weekly functions that are just mindless tasks that take up time and brain space. And then last, delegate. I am a huge fan of delegation. In fact, years ago when I was in my sales career, one of my colleagues said, why don't you have an assistant? And I always thought, well, I need more work for them to do before I would bother getting an assistant. But I realized that's not the case. You can get an assistant or a virtual assistant for 1 or 2 hours a week that can take a lot of stuff off your plate, like, writing thank you notes, checking your email, booking appointments, just things that take time and add up that somebody else would be happy to do, and you can focus more on the most important tasks on your list, which would usually be serving clients, reaching out to new prospects, website, which is Eliminate, Automate, Delegate, How to